welcome back to Whoever's Still With Me. Alright, right. Oh, even my hut is there. So I knew I could pick it up. Can I sleep here without them? It doesn't like me. Good. So I have to grind up a bit more. It's just not possible without. Oh, it looks like better than I thought. Looked out better than I thought. Right? Yeah, right. So, right. Oh, and I found out that I have to remap the standard gamepad so that I can change my spells. I mean, it kind of works out in general, the mapping for an Xbox controller, but the spell swap. Horrifically mapped. No, man, it's well, how much do they? 175. what? 22? It's absurd. Especially since you can't really. Seemed to work out better in first use. I mean, maybe it was just because the leveling in the first was much more absurdly. It's just not. It can come. At them however you want, it's just not possible yet. Them to not hit you. Some systems really. Just look at that. Ober weg! At least it's not as bad as on the Ice Ridge. What's my strength? 99, 6. Good to know. Three. Okay. Vesper, how's it going?
I introduced Vesper via the detected won't piss crunch.
Yeah, piss crunch. And how's life? Still getting accustomed, still not streaming, or I don't see you anymore. still not in the mood or nothing to stream? Free McDonald's. As long as you don't eat it every day. I guess it's okay. Ah, cool. I miss my fellow streamers who stream retro here and there and just don't give a fuck. Too many people on Twitch just give a fuck about whatever. And too many people on Twitch play Apex Legends. Or of course play the same Castlevania again and again. Like there's still something to be experienced though. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about taking a break if some things just feel shitty or whatever. I mean, obviously totally understand. I mean, I did so many things in my life, and the thing you have to know is if you're not into it, or if it just doesn't feel like the right thing to do at some point, yeah, just don't do it. Don't force yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously they want to survive too, but you know, it's the same with us all. I mean, obviously it would be amazing if I wouldn't be forced to have a daytime job. I mean, it pays off well and it is cool, but still, I mean, if I could do whatever I want, whenever I want, obviously the world would be better. But things just don't work out that way. Welcome to life. And I guess I would be less creative then, because there would be less pressure. I mean, as such, I have to time my shit. Currently, the game development and whatever is a bit on the short side. Because, I mean, like I said before, if you are just not in the mood, don't do it. Doesn't bring anything to just do it just because you think you have to do it. I still haven't given up hope that I extract all of the assets of Shining the Holy Ark one day and just create a proper modern version on modern systems, just the same old game. I mean, it is possible. I extracted some of the assets there. On the other hand, it would be like no one would be interested except for the old Sega fans. It feels like kind of a waste of time, but on the other hand, I like wasting my time. It is true for every aspect of life. So, yeah. Doesn't make it wrong, but yeah, I mean, that's the challenge of life. I mean, not saying that you shouldn't fight, but to get better. Yeah, I mean, luckily the game concept itself. I mean, obviously I have to get creative at some points because I don't want to disassemble everything, but extracting the assets, I mean, all of the artwork and everything, you have done a lot because the game concept itself, I mean, think about it, it's not that much. I mean, I still have a game of myself, which is basically a dungeon grinder. A grid-based, like Shine the Holy Argus, so I mean... Yeah, I mean, gotta have the states right, and I mean... The hardest part, I guess, is to find out the logic about the RPG system, I mean how the damage is calculated and whatever, but I think since it's still a Shining game, first of all, it should be the same calculation as in all of the Shinings, more or less. And the second is, it's a Shining game, I mean the resources of that are out there. I'm pretty sure there are people who have dissolved every aspect of that. I mean, not saying that it wouldn't be work, I mean, but... yeah, I mean, there are some Shining fans who dissolved every aspect of that. So yeah, still, like I said, I mean, it would still be a lot of work, obviously, but I mean, if it wouldn't be work, it wouldn't be fun. If you don't know what you have achieved, I mean, if it would be super easy, I wouldn't be into it. Well, I guess someone else would have done it as well. But it is it is possible. And I mean, yeah. I mean, knowing that it is Camelot and Saturn, that part is that disassembling, I mean, if I would have to disassemble stuff, things would get a bit hard because Saturn back then still did a lot with plain old assembler and whatever. It's not like on modern systems anymore, I mean, yeah, you have a lot of debugging provided there just because devs are lazy back then. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they wanted to patch the real game, so that is something I don't need to do if I want to create a modern version in some modern engine, luckily. Still doesn't make it easy again, but at least I don't have to get some binary information on how to patch it right so that the original Saturn understands what I'm telling it. There's some merit to that. Wish I could detect them. But yeah, I mean, they obviously did an awesome job there. Actually, all of the translation patch dudes out there, I mean. Oh, Dragon Quest 4. Question is, what do you want to achieve there? mean, just figuring out some code or whatever, some system is one thing. But you should have a goal. I mean, they can't patch it because they don't know the binary format for it. Okay. Really, no one knows how the assets are stored. I mean, knowing that it's Dragon Quest IV. I mean, yeah, would need to take a look at it, but sounds interesting that usually I mean, the real problematic is that with these things, even if you get some success or whatever. I mean, I did it with some of the codes. I mean, to make a patch, you really have to understand like a lot, like almost everything of the code. I did it with some games. With one of them I had tremendous success. With the other one, like, I mean, I still have a working server for Phantasy Star Online, by the way. I've written that too. I mean, that is, and there the challenge is absurd because you don't even have the code to disassemble, you just have the protocol. Luckily there was some work done by someone else where I could build up on but that's really weird to build code out of nothing and hope the game client understands it. And just fiddling around with it and just sending arbitrary data and see, okay, what does the client do now and what does he expect or whatever. I mean, that's really absurd. Wow. Ah! No! Oh, that's absurd. Yeah, if it was easy, then cool. I do have to say, I mean, I like the concept of how id Software and some other companies do it. I mean, id Software really is amazing in that way that they say, okay, we made our money with it. Now it's like 5 years or 10 years later or whatever, and we just released the original source code. I mean, that is just amazing. That is, by the way, why we have so many amazing Doom mods or whatever alternative engines out there. Of course, they just released the code. I mean, I know that 10 years ago I've read the source code of Doom 3 and there's just so much to learn there. And you know, I mean, there's really nothing to gain by protecting real old source code. I mean, it is actually pretty rat in it that they even release source code where there would be something to gain or whatever. But I mean, let's take yeah, actually Sega is a good example. I mean, the pure negative example is something like Nintendo or whatever. They wouldn't release shit even if it is to their advantage. But Sega, this thing is the same. I mean, just it's 20-year-old source code, 30 years old sometimes. Just release that shit. I mean, community can do so much stuff with it. It doesn't even mean that you can't make money out of it or whatever, but sadly, the law sees it somehow differently. Would be nice if they they would agree to that. What? I mean, if they would still do something with that code, you know, I mean, there are, I don't know if you know the Adventure Broken Sword or whatever, they still use an improved version of their old engine to make their adventures. I mean, there is some, I mean, I understand it if they want to protect the code, but even they don't do it. I mean, they actually supported, how's the adventure engine called? The one with the Lucas, yeah, which emulates I'm using. I mean, this one, and there is this adventure emulator out there for all of the old Lucas games and some others. And they actually supported them so that they can make their emulator compatible with the first Broken Sword or whatever. Which is, I mean, you know, that's how you do it. And I mean, that's even more than you need to do. I mean, it's not like we require support of you or whatever. Obviously, it's awesome if you give it, but it's not like you should invest time or whatever, which obviously, if you're a business, means investing money. But release, just be nice. Release assets where you don't make money off anymore. They actually do. They release a lot of it, even of the pretty old stuff on VMware or on their emulators on all of their systems.
Vesper Vidia is like Instral Epileptic Knocker Shotgun.
Knocker Shotgun. I mean, if you look in the Nintendo eShop, most of the old games are really available as an emulated version on their newer systems. So they still make money of it, and I mean, they even, I mean, obviously it's a pretty big title, but even their first Metroid, which is like, when did it came out? 88 or whatever, it's still $5. I mean, which is awesome. I mean, I can still play it on my modern system, but I mean, yeah. Nintendo is kind of an example where I can say, yeah, I mean, it's nice that they are there and they gave us a lot, but sometimes they just take it too far. Problem is, I mean, they are a Japanese company. That's probably why Sega sometimes is like that as well. I mean, Nintendo just does it to a perfection to be an asshole at some points. I mean, just think about the times where streaming was still kind of in its young days, in its very early days. How Nintendo raped some streamers. I mean, just because, you know, they played their games. Or about some ROM hacks of Super Mario or whatever. I mean, yes, it is your intellectual property, and not saying that you shouldn't get credit or that, I mean, even if you say, hey, it's our content, we want to have share of the advertisement or whatever, totally fine. Obviously, you are not held responsible or whatever, blah 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 blah. And obviously, you shouldn't present it in a way which damages your intellectual property. I mean, that's all things I can understand, but just being an asshole to people who play your game, or just to figure out some way to create more levels or whatever. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Don't be an ass to your fans. Kind of the same like with the artists, music artists, singers, whatever, bands who were assholes back then to people who were, I don't know, bootlegging some of their concerts or whatever. Yes, there is some, you know, I mean, obviously, I mean, I'm not against the discussion, but just don't be an asshole. I mean, obviously they have more money, obviously they have a way better state in court than any individual. I mean, Sega still has sometimes has some issues where I would say, okay, discussable, but I think they kind of got relaxed. I mean, there was this issue where someone made a Sonic clone or some custom Sonic version just to show some tech or whatever, and there Sega kind of went a bit overboard or whatever. But in general, they are pretty okay. I mean, they release some of their stuff on Steam or whatever in emulated versions, which is fine. And obviously, if it's available there, you should at least have bought that version or have some original copy or whatever if you kind of like to stream it. It's the least thing you can expect. But yeah, in general, they are not like killing people just for streaming their games. Which is cool. Skies of Arcadia. Fucking release that game again somewhere. it's really, I mean, it's actually in my backlog, I think. Or is it? No, it's not in my backlog currently. It's good that you mentioned that. I want to play that again, and I mean, it is playable on emulators, luckily. But please, I mean, release it on Steam somewhere, whatever, PS4 edition somewhere. Release this game because, I mean, it's one of the games which is an, you know, which has the classic RPG concept without being a clone. I mean, such good characters, such good music in that game, and such good scenes. I mean, it's I mean, no kidding, if you give me a modern version of that, I mean, I pay you $50, I say. I mean, it's a game from, when was it? 2000s, early 2000s something. I mean, I don't expect the system to be perfect, but the dungeon design, everything, I mean, it's just a classic good RPG. Oh, this... It's so absurd. I only played the Dreamcast version. I only have the Dreamcast version. Yeah, that's right, I still have the original copy. Wow. Oh. Yeah, I will definitely play the... you say there's a GameCube version as well? Didn't even know that. I might see how the GameCube version looks emulated, because the Dreamcast version, I mean, while being playable and whatever, it's not really perfect in some of the visuals. Maybe the GameCube version plays out better at that. Because if I played it again, I totally want to have an amazing experience. So absurd difficulty here, I mean. Battle system here plays out far worse than... in the first game. This might be the worst game to play in Nightmare difficulty. Just because you just don't have any chance to encounter the enemies without getting raped. No, I did save to level up. I'm so good. Early morning stream. Ah! You should, definitely. How can I not save the level? $37. Yeah, okay, I mean, it is still a... But yeah, it's worth it, like I said. I mean, the good thing is that the Wii is actually pretty, the Wii U is pretty compatible to most of. That's actually a good idea to see. Wait, Nintendo. Good that you remind me. I mean, when it's available on GameCube. Sadly, it's not even available in their shop. Would be really re-release that game on any system. I fucking shove money up your ass. Yes. How can you not release? I mean, nice. Yeah, interestingly enough, it was never a huge success, that game. I mean, which is, I mean, yeah, I mean, originally it was released on Dreamcast, and Dreamcast just wasn't that huge of a success, and also the GameCube wasn't that huge of a success here in the EU. Yeah, I mean, Shenmue is the original design or whatever. I mean, and Shenmue is obviously one of their obvious successes or whatever, even though it's pretty late success as far as I understand, but it's still more of a, I mean, it's still to be expected that when you release something like that, that you will have success, like with all of the Shining games. With why didn't they port Shining Force 3? I mean, they re-released all of the other Shinings on Steam. Ah! Going Dino. It's probably no, still, nah, I mean, they only released the first, but still, I mean, they could get in contact with the fan translators. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know who did it, but I mean, there have been several instances where something like that happened for re-release. Just, yeah. I mean, most of the Saturn games actually would kind of gain from a re-release on a modern system, because yeah, obviously the 3D capabilities of the Saturn were not perfect, not just because of the resolution. I mean, just put it on a modern system without, you don't even need to fiddle around with it too much, just put it on a modern system. I mean, it would be so amazing. Okay. So now I probably should get to the... Yeah, I mean, just put the same engine. I mean, there might be some issues knowing the Saturn because it was obviously made for the 2 graphic chips, but I mean, on modern systems they should find a way to kind of converting that without having too much hassle. I mean, yeah. But I think Shining Force used it quite extensively for more than just the HUD and the 3D scenes or whatever. I mean, most of the games just displayed the HUD on the secondary chip and in 3D with the 3D chip. It is obviously easier. I think Shining Force kind of did more of that. But still, I mean, it shouldn't be impossible. And if it's impossible, release the fucking source code. Community will do something about it. Even if you say, here, convert it for us, we give you 5% of the revenue we make with it. Would work out, I tell you. Fans just, you could give them nothing. And they would do it. Indeed they do, for a reason. Hey, are they impossible or what? For a strategy RPG, that's kind of right. The mix was kind of unique. I mean, the narrative, yeah, there were obviously other games like... I just give out an example like an adventure or whatever. But in a strategy RPG, that is still kind of unique. In Nightmare mode is absolutely absurd. Because most are bad clones of either Shining Force or some others, I mean. What? Ah, shit. Okay. I mean, there are a few good instances, like Langrisser has a good pacing. Then it stops. Shining Force Langrisser. There are not a lot of there. There are a lot of strategy RPGs out there, but I actually don't even... I haven't liked strategy RPGs for a long time, just because pacing was always so bad with them. But yeah, Shining Force and Langris are examples of where it plays out differently. So why do I have Black Clover? I mean, there are probably a few examples of other good strategy RPGs. But definitely tried to play this guy on PlayStation back then. When I tried on PlayStation 2 and when I tried on Vita, I never played more than like 2 or 3 missions or whatever. And there are some which are kind of celebrated as good games, but I couldn't get into them. Like, let's take Ogre Tactics. I don't know too much about Ogre Tactics. I can't tell you whether it's a good game or not, but I just couldn't. Yeah, couldn't get into it too much. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics is a good example of a slow-paced strategy game. I mean, it's actually not the worst. I mean, it's kind of a good idea to just, you know, give a different concept for Final Fantasy or whatever. I mean, maybe they shouldn't have called it Final Fantasy, but yeah, also a game I have never finished. Maybe because Final Fantasy is it's the label. Vandal Hearts. I've never played Vandal Hearts. No. Vandal Hearts? No, I think I've never played Vandal Hearts. I think Vandal Hearts didn't it start on PS2 as well. PS2 era is a pretty dark era for me because I have never owned an original PS2. So I only got most of them to know later on. Simultaneously. Sounds a bit like how was it called? Fuck, I don't know how it was called anymore. Pretty well-known tactics game of Sega with a little bit of porn. I mean, there are a few good Japanese-only strategy RPGs, but I mean, there you have the problem, it's Japanese-only. Boah. I think you're kidding me. Hopefully. Not even I can survive here. I mean, I could... Obviously isn't. Bah. It's a nightmare. Why would I play anything on less than hardest available? Goodbye, this year, just for the sake of it. Okay. Just for the completeness. I do have to say, due to the system, the first one had the better playability on Nightmare. Especially, I mean, the bosses here seem to play out better than the first one, because the first was really, yeah, a luck feast. I mean, you've seen one of them. So the bosses play out better here, but the monsters in general and the general stages are like impossible to play normally. Don't know what the idea of that was, but... wait, I could... I think we can... Yeah, there was a spell. I think I've missed the spell on the Ice Ridge. And I could prevent fighting for a bit. So maybe for the protection mission this is good. Just don't know where it is, but... You know. What else is new? A spell or something. Really not more than 3 of them. That's the issue if you just don't get them perfectly, you just always take damage. And I mean, you have to touch them too. It's really weird system. Valisan, the first, like I said, it worked out pretty okay-ish because the stats were scaled differently there. At least I can fight them now. There was a time when they were undefeatable for me, like when I was here originally. It's really absurd. It's actually the craziest nightmare experience I have with an Ys game. Usually Ys games, I mean, if you play the, or if you see me playing the later ones, they are pretty fair. I mean, they are hard, no kidding, but most of them are pretty skill based then later on. But these first are, I mean, this bump system just doesn't work out with scaled up steps, or at least not like that. I mean, like this, it should actually play out. Like, I can fight them, I will take damage here and there, yeah, but it's kind of, yeah, manageable. But the area where you are currently is always absolutely ridiculous. Wish I knew where that spell is. Surely it's hidden away again somewhere. Like, you know, in some of these areas where there's like nothing. Maybe I have to look it up. Where is that? Illusion spell. What is it called? Telepathy. First of all, make sure I don't already have it. So what? Ah, okay. Interesting. Let me try that. Not load. So first heal up again. You're fucked again, of course. So it has to be shortly before the cave. Where the cave was. Supposed to be in here, what? But it's not. Oh. Do they? What is it that one? No, that's bad. They are either wrong or that's another spell here. Can they stop bringing Magic the Gathering? Ah, it is the Altar Magic, okay. Okay, then we can't do shit about that. Okay. Whatever it is called telepathy for them, but... Then... we have to... I don't know, we can try it with the Ru. But first we try to get to him with full health, I guess. Pretty easy when we get there as a group. be amazing if they do this wrong. What is it? So, let's see. I guess they will attack him still. Oh, they don't? They actually don't. Ah. It's awesome. Okay, now they do for some reason. Okay, there's a way. Okay. It's not working out like that. Hey, it's absolutely amazing. Okay, not like this. Guess I'll just save here for that. I mean, what the fuck? Fuck you! Dude, where are you? Can you please follow me? Oh, chill. Hit. What a horrible task. Not just survive, but protect a child with no health. Even though he seems to have better defense than me, of course, he survived one hit. Oh, there. Trouble. Fight the machine. That's so absurd. Oh, forgot to save that. Okay. Oh, I heal up here. Game where bosses are kind of easier than normal monsters. Regular monsters are pain in this game. That's super important. mean, the thing is you could get through it without fighting. But it wouldn't be kind of, you know. You need the experience. There I was kind of saying, hopefully these skeletons don't come too often. No, they appear more than anything else. Okay, there we have the boss, I guess. Before I raid that boss, I obviously have to get there in full health. Might actually be the only East I know where a level increase doesn't give you an absurdly increase. How again? I mean, I guess when he's opening his mouth, then you... He's opening the mouth, okay. Oh, can't change it. Can't change my items. Ah! What the fuck was that? Can't go out. Fuck this. Stupidity. Alright, man. Give me a fucking burning skeleton here. It's not true, really. It's... Hello! I mean, I could obviously... level up once or twice more. What? Nah. Blocks. That was it already. Cool. I thought I had to do a bar more. Oh well. Look. Okay. Was a bit annoying, but actually not bad. structural boss. Patat. Où est sa tête? I know that I can get the new soul in this match. That one was what I missed the last time I played it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty hard and also normal. Still, now I need to grind up my money again. of that. Quite some experience. It's totally wrong. At least if I should listen to whatever the demon had to say. Nice. maybe the system is even meant that you shoot fireballs the whole time. Because I really can't see how you... I mean, if you like grind yourself to an absurd state. It's just too fucking much. How much I need for? Today's a well underneath basement. Do you know how to get to the basement? Scheiße. Is okay actually. Oh, let's say it could be way worse. Goldman Rock, okay. 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 Now get up to 10,000 and then I don't know. Okay. Question though. How does magic scale? Maybe I should go west first. I mean, maybe his east advice just means, hey, it's your good after all, but... I should stay with that here. Of course, sometimes things just don't. Ah. Really. Even Beast doesn't know any spell caster builds or whatever. I mean, in this mode I feel like a glass cannon. Why do we 10,000? So I can. Is quite increase. I thought with the last sword already 10 is great for the skill. If you get them exactly right, then it's okay. It seems to be awfully more annoying than Ghost. Okay. Strange. Most people said maybe in normal this game actually looks up. What? How much? 180? Wow. Yeah, it's 180. Okay. I take that. It's like a present. Might even grind out 2 levels here. Depending on how hard to drop in experiences afterwards. Still 170 still. It's like absolutely good. There are even 2 enemies here. What the fuck? It's like that much. XP might actually. Yeah, I don't know how the system exactly works, but maybe it only starts dropping as soon as you're all leveling them. Still, I mean, this section is broken. And not that I care, the whole game is broken, of course. I don't think, I mean, played a lot of pieces, but I think this one is not really balanced on either. I mean, okay, it should be balanced, but it should at least be playable. But you can basically not play this game with a sword. Less now. Let's see, it's 7, 10, 7, 20. Yeah, still doesn't drop enough. Kroken. Don't tell me I shouldn't do that. If you make a grindy RPG and give me a monster which just levels me up insanely, even if it's not defending, I just take it. especially as long as it just sends insane amount of experience towards me. What did I say? I might level up twice. But little did I know. It starts stopping. Yeah, it halves 90 only, okay. So we take that level. And then we just continue. It has been a nice grind. Might actually finish this game today. I mean, we should not in this session, but in the evening session we should finish it. Going by the level, I mean, usually level 50 should be, I mean not 50 exactly with my style, but should be this top. Like this, I would say in this session ends at level 40 something. Depending on what happens now. I like progress actions. Still 88. Okay. Yeah, I mean we can. Health Day.
really.
What? Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck. Fuck that. Some water. Thanks for following. What's this notification now? Just didn't align to or rather didn't realign. Oh, can you get out of my way? Is that the healing room? Ah, okay. That's cool, okay. Healing confirmed. Where's in there? Mist section. car. Still 88. Okay, when it's still 88, we might at least do this level because it's achievable without too much hassle. And I mean, the point is not to dodge every enemy here. I don't even know what's the nightmare difficulty introduced in one of the later versions, or sometimes it's even introduced with the exit version. Because it's for this game, it's really weird to be unplayable. I mean, with a sword. Most of them are hard, yeah. Two. Let's see whether it dropped. No, I mean I will progress anyways, but let's see. Yes. Okay. Really? Touch die. So all there's to it. I think I needed to use the shell order. No, maybe later. Oh, by the way. Okay, definitely does not do the same. Except I have to wait. Oh, okay. Wait, light. Okay. It was kind of random now. I knew I had to do something here, but I wouldn't have guessed light now. That makes sense, I guess, but... Wow. have that already. A certain kind of water, okay. your kind of NPC. Story, well, lore, yes. Especially the characters here, this evil guy, you will see later on in Origins again. And yes, it has some lore about Ys and the goddesses and how magic and monsters play out with each other. It works, but I mean, it's mostly about the adventure or whatever. So most of the games have their own little adventure they tell you and just connect by the lore. Even though that's only true for, I think the latest one, the how was it even called? Dana. So Wanderers from Ys, yeah. You will see the remake for that for SNES. Ys 3 was released for SNES. I know of Ys 3 for Genesis and Ys 4 Mask of the Sun I know for SNES, but I think that only got released in Japanese. But yeah, I mean, Wanderers from Ys is got a remake which I will play later, which is called Oath Felghana, and Oath Felghana, I mean, obviously there's some discussion about that, but I think Felghana is one of the best Ys's. Yeah, I guess. What, I have 8? Why don't you tell me? But yeah, the good thing is about the later Ys's, and I don't know how it was with the SNES version, but most of the boss and battle design is really good. And of course the music is always great. It's kind of the traits of these. With this I'm kind of... I mean, the bosses are better than the first, but the battle I'm kind of unhappy because, I mean, I can't seem to make out any skill to kind of hit the enemies without getting wasted. It's just super absurd to hit them so that you don't get hit. Of course, you always have to hit them at an angle, and I mean, if they move like lightning, like it just touches you and yeah, I mean, that's the thing how I do it here, because I can't seem to make out any other way to just play it consistently. I mean, like you see, I mean, if you don't hit them at an angle or whatever, like here, basically 1/4 of your health is removed, even now that I'm kind of leveled well here. And in the first game, the one I played before that, I mean, at least one level made a tremendous difference so that I could kill them pretty easily. But this one, I think I mean, they just concentrated too much on the fireball, you know. I mean, the fireball works out well, but the rest kind of seems unbalanced. I mean, of course, I played it in normal too back then. In normal it is okay. But yeah, game shines if it is balanced in Nightmare as well. Fair. Hard, but fair. Okay. Like this. Just. It didn't even hit me. Actually, the other way was what I want. Maybe. I don't think so, but it's 6 defense. I actually don't know how linear the defense works out in this game. I mean, in these, most of the stats were pretty linear. So they hit me for... what was it? Okay, so 6 defense won't make that much of a difference. I mean, I might not die with the first. Experience. Barely survived now. Yes. Why do I heal now? Okay. I didn't heal before, now I heal. Why not? And again, stay still to heal. Not cool for an action game. I mean, it obviously takes out the pacing. That's not even the worst. Actually, it is the worst. Exactly what the issue is with kind of. Force on. Gold is what I need now. map doesn't look. Okay. I heal outside here, but I don't heal when I go in there. Best, thank you. Luckily I have the Lila shell. So that someone can tell me that he has no clue how to help me. I'm not ready for boss, thank you. Of course there's still something in the eastern section. Thanks for showing me where are the bosses. actually has the loot in there. Nice to know that that works too. Actually, I only moved you. Oh, okay. Again, the angle of the bump system looked way better than the Ghost again. Up until downtown. Yeah, one of the sections was ridiculous. Experience. I don't know how it is the Western camo here, but was this that I find it in the Western? Oh, by the way, I'm almost dead for some reason. to actually heal up in the village. Are you kidding me? I can't change my magic. While I'm in there. Oof. So it does actually work. It's like... Oh, can they fucking lock the exit? What an amazing misdesign. Hey, this exit, it's driving me mad. Sense. Oh, that is 9. Okay. I might postpone this for this evening. I mean, it's definitely beatable, but yeah, requires a bit of everything I don't have now. Also have to look now. So, yeah, I guess until then, thanks for being here.